What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning on the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Isis. He's from the DoD. Well, he's from the DoD clan. His name is Skady. Hunter leading himself there. That's got to hurt. Just went from 7 gazelle down to 6 gazelle. Ouch. And there's the hunting dogs. Spawning on the other side of the map in the red color, playing as Zeus. It's HellsRavage. The map is Watering Hole. This is one of those super interesting matchups. And I say that because Egyptian players generally like this map because it's not open. You get these beautiful looking lakes here, which look so nice early game and turn into a complete disaster late game. But in the early game, you just wall this, and then you just wall this, and then you just wall this, and you're completely safe. But all that being said, there's a little gap here, which may come in handy. May come in handy indeed. Now. The reason we like this map as Isis is because we can get this town center beyond that. And then we go over onto the Zeus perspective, and we're like, Isis players like going 2 town centers here. It's really easy for them, it's really simple, they get a lot of advantages from it. What can Zeus do to counter that? Grab 2 town centers themselves. There's nothing that Isis can do to prevent a 2 town center grab from Zeus. And beyond that, there's nothing that Isis can do to stop a 3 town center grab from Zeus beyond a 1 town center all in. And they can decide to not grab the 3rd town center as well. So it's like a little bit challenging in that regard. What's the relic that's being picked up here? What did we get? The Ankh of Ra. Don't even have to build a monument this game. He's going to throw it up anyways. Ankh of Ra is a very, very strong relic. So what's Hell's going to do is the question. I like the 2 town center. Just go 2 town centers here against Isis. I don't think you need to get 3 town centers, but it can work fine. It's a really big boom, and if the Isis player goes 2 town centers, you kind of have enough breathing room to deal with a fast timing attack from the Isis player. Now, something I like from Isis here as well, which I haven't seen very often, is the super fast classical town center. And then you grab the super fast classical town center, but you grab it in the middle of the map. It's a little bit more risky, but I think on this map you can be pretty safe that Hells or Zeus would probably not go early Jason here and stop you from grabbing it. Especially if you're like going 4 minutes 10 or 4 minutes and grab that. And Hells has got to commit to a classical age before he knows what you're doing. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's very rare that you're going to see a Zeus go Athena on this map blind. If he knows what you're doing, if he scouts you out really well, which Hells is not doing, and he's actually, did I see Athena? Or is it just my imagination? I think without scouting here, it's a dangerous. He is going through Athena. Okay, maybe I'm just completely wrong. Which is what blind Athena here is bizarre, if you ask me. Just because ceasefire is so important against Egyptian, it gives you that extra minute that you need to deal with stuff. And restoration, you're probably not going to be able to use it because Ancestor's Eclipse comes in when the fight where you would want to use it happens. But we'll see what he goes for. Maybe the Athena can just push through this tower and absolutely demolish it. But with good defenses here from Skady, he should be fine to defend this tower. He needs to possibly throw up some wall segments and some more houses around it, because this tower is all that matters. These towers over here, they're really useless. Defending these towers or losing these towers is not going to change the game in one little bit. So also luckily, this guy's got this back gold mine that he can utilize or mine from for quite a while, and he's got a couple of pigs that he can use in his base. So we'll see what he does. And we are seeing villagers moving forward, and it's a second town center here for Hells. So I like this from Hells. It's But I think I would prefer it to be a Hermes. Because I think that you're not going Hermes for Centaur. You're just going Hermes for Spirited Charge and Ceasefire. Potentially Spirited Charge. Probably not going to grab it, but potentially. You also grab this Relic System of Bar, so his boom's going to be pretty big. Pretty big. And here's the Sphinx. Going to be running around the map doing its stuff. Sphinx is a kind of annoying unit for Greek because, like, it's a similar reason for why Greek doesn't like dealing with Centaur, because they've only got 2 heroes, and the Sphinx are quite fast and your heroes are quite slow. So oftentimes we see the Sphinx get bolted, and he's also making the path through the little land bridge that's here. He's going to be going into the base of Hells. Probably going to be where the bolt's spent there. Armor coming up for Skady. 2 town centers for Skady as well. So it's just going to be a semi-fast heroic here. It's a really nice map for Skady to do this on. Has these gazelle here that he can eat very free. He's got this back gold mine, so he can actually sit 2 town centers here for the entirety of this game if he wanted to. He could throw up a market over here and then start trading into his town center if he wanted to. Got some walls going up. There's some nice walls, but quite complicated things. Just one straight wall, just here. Maybe he's not going to get scouted by the Minotaur. Hells sees it though. He's got the walls all thrown up though, so this Minotaur's not going to be able to get in here. That's actually really nice. Really nice indeed. If he was attacking this segment here, it would have gone down to 0 HP immediately though. Yes. Gonna be able to hold on to this. Couple of priests coming up for Skady. He realizes he just needs to kill off the Minotaur, and he's in a really good position to defend this. Running away the priest, I like that. The Minotaur gets away with 13 HP, and he's going to be totally fine there. Well, the Minotaur, I mean, Sky's going to be totally fine with that, because that means the Minotaur just dies immediately next fight, and he's going to be aware of that as well. So as soon as he sees the Minotaur, it's going to be game over for the Minotaur's life. But I guess he's going to move in yet again, try and take down this wall. Put some pressure onto these gazelle. Priests coming in. See what they can do. More houses coming in. Skady is not close to the next stage. Now, it's normally a 8:30 advance time off of 2 town centers, or even a little bit more. But now Jason and Odysseus are here. Minotaur gets picked off immediately. There's actually not much you can do to hold onto this location, and Odysseus can just sit here and just throw arrows in at 18 range. A couple of Hippocon coming in as well, which makes me question the Athena even more. But maybe it'll come in clutch for him. We'll see. We'll see what he does. Yes, but Skady now he's got 13 idle villagers cores from this. He's going to be going onto the gold, and he's potentially going to actually have to farm here to get to the next age. He's got maybe a total of, I want to say he's probably got 600 food here, 200, and then maybe 100 each on these. 500, 600-ish of food left in these pigs. So he should be able to get there. But then after that, he's going to need some farms. So let's see what happens. I like the walls coming up yet again. Make it really difficult for Hells to come in and stop this. But villagers getting pushed off the hunt yet again. I think that was a miss gather point. I like the walls up for Hells. Really smart wall placement. If you wall off close points of the map where your army is, you can sometimes... I think I did miss the Sphinx. Yeah, bolt was used on the Sphinx. We missed it, but it happened. We said it was going to happen. It happened. Mining camp is actually... Oh. Okay, alright. Just delete this mining camp. Go to the other mining camp and cast Prosperity. You lose so much gold from this. This is actually... like you might think you're doing a good idea. I mean, all these villages are getting a good amount of gold, but they're not efficient at all. But these villages here, or here specifically... 5 villagers losing out on 3 gold every couple of seconds, and now it's even more. So don't ever build 2 mining camps up on your prosperity. We do see the Hippocon coming in, and the wall wasn't complete because of the town center there, and he's actually going to come straight onto these villagers who are turning off, and he's going to have to fight this, which is going to be huge. But the armory going up to block him in, there's a note, or the town center's helping out in the Odysseus, but the villagers look like they're going to start falling at this point. Sacrificing the Hippocon here is a really smart move from Hells. He's actually taken a lot of gold away from the the prosperity here as well, and these villagers not fighting to the best of their ability at all, but trying to. One really low HP Hippocon does fall. Nephthys comes through. Monument to the Soldiers is about to come up. Probably could have even Restoration there and get like even more damage done, but Hells just says, okay, I'm going to take those 11 those Hippocon deaths and pick off a bunch of villagers there. So let's see if it was worth for him. I'm not 100% sure if it was, but he did a lot of damage. Definitely made the prosperity less useful as well. And there's the Migdol Stronghold. I think maybe the monument was protecting it. Probably could have chucked it up over here and it would have caught the army anyway, so it probably just would have been fine. And the Hippocon finding these hunt villages, Skady's just like, yeah, I'm happy to just give my villages away. It doesn't matter. And Hells is just like, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to trade my Hippocon for your villages. That doesn't matter. Let me get further ahead in the economy. Let me go 3 town centers right now. So Hells is doing quite well here. He's starting to transition into farms. There's still a little bit of hunt left. There's giraffe over here and gazelle, but going to transition into farms as you're going through the game and hunting the rest of it as well, so you don't have to jump straight onto farms. But we'll see what's going on. Maybe Hells is a ways away from the heroic age here, but as soon as he hits max villages, which is going to be in about 1 minute or 2 minutes, he'll probably be able to do some things. Scorpion Man looking for some blood though. The heroes are forward, aren't they? Not sure where they are. He's got a Jason here. That's fine. This Scorpion Man's not going to do too much. Chariot Arch is now coming out for Skady, but the Hippocon are already here. So Chariot Arch is into Hippocon. Not the best unit choice, but it does allow him to boom and tech at the same time. Boom, army, and tech at the same time just by making these Chariot Arches. But it doesn't mean he can't push out. More of these Chariot Archers looking to move forward, or Water Buffalo, I should say, for Hells. A little bit of a lull in the game. Oh, the Hippocon come in, pick off the villagers again from this hunt. I like it. Some villagers over here on the Crown Crane. Walls coming up here. I like this. I like this a lot. Need to make sure that this location is not able to be passed through. There's gold mines over here that he's going to need. So we'll see.
Into you.
The Chariot Archers moving forward. We'll be sieging down some of these Hippocon. Again, Hells with the 4 town centers here. I mean, he's going. It's fine if he's going to the heroic age. If he gets this before he gets to the heroic age, but it does manage to force an Ancestors Eclipse without any siege. This is not a good Ancestors Eclipse. For those of you who play ISIS and are like, man, I wish they didn't nerf Ancestors Eclipse so much. This Ancestors Eclipse would have been a bad Ancestors Eclipse even on like 1.10 Nilla with super powered Ancestors because he has no siege here. And even if he picks off this town center, it's like you just spent 2 god powers on 1 town center, which is pretty big deal. But he's gonna kill the town center off. So I guess Hell's trades. Oh, he's gonna lose some villages as well. I'd just run the villages. Run the villages. Yes, run them. Good. And that means that he trades 700 resources for Ancestors Eclipse. When you think about how much damage Ancestors Eclipse can inflict, it's a really good trade. It loses actually 800, 900 resources there, or 950 resources. So decent for Skady, but without siege or with siege, would have done so much more damage. But it does get him his own town center. And Hells is going to be on his way to the heroic age, and then on his way to the mythic age straight away. And at this point, you can just cast ceasefire and just like wait on it and just cast ceasefire when the he doesn't have ceasefire. No, never mind. I take it all back. He has to build army. Imagine if he was Hermes here. But like I said, if he had Hermes, he could just wait until the army pushed into him. Just boom. Get tech, don't build army, wait until he gets pushed into. Cast ceasefire, throw down military buildings, spam units out, defend. Easy. Fortress coming down though for Hells now because he has to build defenses. Going to be trying to get to the Mythic Age, throwing a marker down somewhere. I guess with these villages should throw it down. Try and pick off reinforcements over here. We'll see what he does. Oh, he spent some wood somewhere. Well, he put the marker in his base when he's got villages in the corner. I know you need to get it up. This is like something that I do quite a bit when I'm playing. It's like I'll put my first market over here that I want to get up to the next age, and then I'll put it up over here. He's going through Hera. Okay. I see you, Hells. This is a good move. It's very all-in though. It's very all-in move. So, if there is a Migdol stronghold on this town center, this attack is not going to be that effective because you can just garrison into the Migdol stronghold, garrison into the town center. But without it, the attack's going to be really strong. So he's going to lightning storm, kill off everything, and then restoration push this town center, and it's going to be really difficult to defend. He's also got out heavy cavalry as well, so now his cavalry are going to really hurt like a ton of bricks. He needs to get out some siege as well. Sitting at 145 pops, so maybe don't build Olympus Parentage in the town center there. He's got Apollo as well, so he can actually underworld this back town center if he wants, and hit that, and then use Lightning Storm as well. So we'll see. And here we go. The lull. The calm before the storm. Is Skady going to the Mythic Age? City of the Dead coming through. Oh, yes, Skady's going through the Mythic Age. I like that he's grabbing City of the Dead. This is something nobody grabs. It's such an important upgrade. It gives yourself 30% extra Son of Osiris hit points. But you don't get it if you don't use it beforehand. You have to get City of the Dead and then cast Son of Osiris. And now Skady moving in, Lightning Storm gets cast onto these units, Migdol Stronghold gets prevented, the army getting surrounded as well. Jeez, there's so many dead chariots here, but the Scorpion men are here as well, going to be greeted by the Odysseus, and that's absolutely gigantic for Hells. There's only one Migdol Stronghold to replace that army with as well, and he's trying to build it up, and I mean there is a fairy here, but I think he took a little bit of damage. So the Son of Osiris is not going to be able to do all too much. The Odysseus trying to take down these Scorpion men. Restoration can come in as well if he wants to, but he hasn't used it just yet. There it is. There's the Restoration, keeping these Hippocon alive. Trying to take the town center down. We do have a Medusa coming in now to pick off those Scorpion men. Pharaoh on top of this, and we see the Odysseus immediately target that one down, running the Pharaoh away, trying to pull the Odysseus in here, and the Odysseus retargets onto that Scorpion man there. Hell's waiting on the 20 seconds for his Medusa to recharge. We do see that Son of Osiris has to get cast there, and that's on a 3/4 HP Son of Osiris there. And the town center goes down as champion. Cavalry come in here. We've even got some Prodromus coming into the fray. We've got Bellerophon coming in, and this is going to be a difficult unit to deal with if you have nothing out, because you can just jump in and take you down, and Son of Osiris is going to be falling very, very fast. So the 28 damage per second that Bellerophon does here, and Skady taps out. GG, well played by HellsRavage, managing to take this game with some really nice Zeus play there. The Hera, Athena, all in on the third town center. Beautiful play there. Well done. I think Skady needed to... I think all he really needed, if he had a couple of siege weapons out, picks off this town center in like 15 seconds, moves forward, picks off these walls, and then he's got 30 seconds that he can target this town center on and force HellsRavage to fight him. That's the big thing that was missing here. The Ancestor Clips just did not do enough damage there, and that is a GG. So well done. All right, so let's play some games. Hey, who's keen for some Age